Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back. I'm here to talk about season 1, episode 6 of Fallout, titled "The Trap." What's interesting is, why would you call this the trap, but the other one the past, and spend almost half this hour long episode showing the Ghoul's past? You should have just did it in the past episode. Dun-dun-dun. The Ghoul story is interesting. How he's starting to find little cracks and issues with everything. And I didn't like his wife when he asked a couple of questions like, is it safe, when he was doing the commercial? And they were like, yeah. And she kind of looked around like, and kind of like, I was like, oh, why we got to telegraph that? Like, I wish it was like, every time you know somebody did something bad, or they're going to be a villain in the future, or they're going to be a conflict, there's this weird kind of like, I'm telegraphing it to you right now that I'm up to no good. The background stories of characters are even more compelling than what's been going on so far in this series. Each episode, I'm more like, okay, I'm enjoying this learning about the past a lot. The I think that the part where they show the Ghoul in the present day, and of course he killed a whole bunch of people. Of course, what doesn't make any sense is he admits to killing. He don't care. He's like, yeah, I killed everybody. He's like, you didn't. Why even? All you got to do is shoot him in the head. I thought the Ghoul was invincible because in the previous, episode 2 or something like that, he got shot up a bunch of times and he was fine. As long as you don't shoot him in the head, you think you'd be kind of concerned about getting, because you see all these other Ghouls get shot and they die like as soon as they get shot in the head. But antagonizing the cop to the point, the sheriff to the point where they have to take the sheriff's gun away, and then they're like, yeah, take him away without no guns. That's stupid. They thought they were setting up some cool Ghoul scene. No, it was like, why would you have one cop? Both cops had guns. One cop gets so upset they take the gun away from that cop, and the other one has his gun with him. You're at a disadvantage. And then they get shot up, and then he sees that poster of I forgot her name, the cult leader, or the revolt, the revolt leader. Get it? Revolt leader. We'll call her the revolt leader. And he's like, I know her from 200 years ago. It was like, wait a minute, how many people? Is she a Ghoul with a mask on? What is she? Like, are we doing this? Why does it have to be connected like this? Lucy. I'll save that. Maximus. We might have to do this in the Maximum. Okay, Maximum and Lucy thing. Lucy's like, oh, they're here to help. They took that bullet out, and they just patched them up, and it was fine, just like TV shows do in movies. I remember Black Widow got shot in Avengers, and they kind of just was like, they rushed in and held her, but they didn't put. She wouldn't be able to move that arm when she was helping them. But anyway, they patch him up, and he's just sitting there like, yep. Just putting pressure on it, like just talking to Lucy, and Lucy looking at him like, "You want to have sex?" I'm Maximus. Oh, he's called. He's Knight Titus. I'm Knight Titus, and instead of using the brotherhood thing, like we're not allowed to have sex, but he should have said that first and just left it at that. Instead, he was like, sex is for some guys, if they have sex and then it gets big like a pimple and then it pops. It's like, why would you compare coming to a pimple? How old are you? Even teenagers don't talk like that. And she's like, well, it's okay for it to pop like a pimple, and then we can still have sex. I'm a knight, and it's so emasculating. I have never in my life. I think what pisses me off. This happened for years, where they have the dorky guy that's like, I'm scared and I'm intimidated by your sex is scary. I've never understood that. I've never, like, the devaluing of confidence when it comes to that. Now you can be nervous, like, hey, how you doing? But there's just fear. It's just disgusting to me. How, like, it just drives me nuts. I've seen it in movies for years, not just a decade. For years, it's always this dorky character that just, ooh, and the girl's like fine then, and then Lucy just sat back like, okay, whatever. And he just sweated out like, okay, that was a close one. Really? And then they go into the vault, and then they start noticing people. The one good thing is I did like how they didn't notice how crazy people were until they actually all the way got into out of quarantine and was hanging out there. I was like, wait a minute, these are some mutants. And Lucy being like kind of upset at the overseer when she talked to him later about how he said, yeah, the surface dweller. She's like, why you bring him in? Well, we that's a tradition we're supposed to have. And she's like, how did she was insulted how they talking about him, but she talked about him in the same way. So I don't know why she's that insulted by how he be dissing him. And I can't wait to see what that Birdie or whatever her name is, that the lady that looks normal. I can't wait to see if she got some freaky stuff about her. I bet she do, because she kept a robe on. I bet she take a robe off. It's like a stomach. It's like a mouth or something. Lucy finds out that they're worshiping the cult leader that took her dead and killed her fellow Vault people. She literally saw the picture up there of the lady. That was enough evidence right there to tell Titus we had to go. But instead, she's like, I'm gonna find you even more evidence. You don't need it. There was no reason to go to 12. There was no reason to. She actually gonna fight 5 people. Y'all need to stop this. Lucy can't fight 5 people. She was smacking people around, beating them up, punching them in the face, kicking them and stuff. Get out of here. And then they 2 guys grabbed her and they was like, yeah, take her away. It was like, and Titus sitting there eating food like, ooh, this is great life. Like, there was no sense of urgency when she found out, she discovered that issue that she should have told him immediately. That didn't make any sense on the show. So then, it's just so weird. But I'm Cincinnati, man. Y'all have a good one.